Up early, go ahead and raise your hand.
Yeah.
Okay, good for you. I'm really proud of you guys. Okay, so I'm going to go through our agenda here and talk a little bit about 1 Million Cups, what we do, why we do it, and why we're here. 1 Million Cups, caffeinating entrepreneurs nationwide and locally every Wednesday at 9:15. That's kind of our logo, our that's not our mission statement, but we're excited about it. Our original presenters, I'm going to walk around and not walk off the edge of this stage just so I can see and read. Our organizers are, a few of them are here today. We have Cindy Cohen, right here, Cindy Cohen, Sonia Smith. Sonia's not here with us. Felicia Steele Buchanan is also the executive director of the Mishwaka Business Association. Liz Georges, I think I saw Liz. There's Liz right here, fantastic. I am Ryan Woodruff. Stacy Black, Kelly Stair, Deb Ammerman, and Mia Diggins. Did I see Mia? Mia's over there? All right, thank you to all of our organizers. We've been doing this about a year now, having a great time. We've had probably 1,000 plus people join our meetings, and we're excited to be here today. About 1 Million Cups. It is caffeinated by the Kauffman Foundation. We're just getting on video, but I do have a laser pointer to point out the video. That's exciting. Kauffman Foundation works with communities in entrepreneurship and education to increase opportunities that allow all people to learn, to take risks, and to own their own success. The mission of 1 Million Cups is to lower the barrier of access to education, resources, and connection for all types of new and aspiring entrepreneurs throughout the United States. National and local mission. We work towards this mission through creating a consistent educational experience for each 1 Million Cups presenter nationwide, while also highlighting the uniqueness and value proposition in each local startup community. Like I said, we've been up for about a year. There are over 200 communities throughout the United States with over 1,000 volunteers and 22,000 plus entrepreneurs engaged in these events. You can see all these different locations. One of the great things about 1 Million Cups, you can go to the website and you can find a 1 Million Cups anywhere. And you're welcome to join. And you'll get a very similar experience anywhere you're at. You can see just tons and tons of locations. Again, 200 communities. If you are in, I believe that's Russellville, Arkansas, you can go to 1 Million Cups and get something similar to us. Maybe not as good as us, but I'm sure they're great. The key pillars of 1 Million Cups is it is presentations, not pitches. It's authentic connections, not networking. It is run for the community, by the community. We are not paid. We are here out of our own goodwill and loving hearts. And it is radically and intentionally inclusive. The core program is normally 2 presenters with 6-minute presentations, followed by a 20-minute Q&A. Presenting businesses are typically less than 5 years old and desiring to learn. We finish each Q&A with the question, what can we as a community do to help you? And that's kind of why we're here all week this week. It is always free, open to the public, and with free coffee. And, this is our sponsor. Yes, and speaking of free coffee and our sponsor, I'd like to introduce Marty with Idea Week.
Yay! Hi, thanks everyone. Yeah, we are really thrilled to have 1 Million Cups here as part of Idea Week this year. I don't think we've ever done this before, but as the South Bend Elkhart Regional Partnership moves to make Idea Week more community focused as a regional celebration of entrepreneurship and innovation, we thought what a perfect match to have 1 Million Cups come and do their presentation here Wednesday morning. So we're thrilled to have you here. We're thrilled to have you here for Idea Week. There will be sessions going on all day here in the library, workshops, very tactical workshops with practical takeaways. And then tomorrow, of course, we'll be at South Bend City Church in the old Tribune building with a day of inspiration and keynotes and panels. So we're really excited to be able to bring this to all of you. In terms of breakfast though, yes, you're probably used to having breakfast outside. There is a beautiful breakfast spread upstairs in the Kerner Buter Hall, which is on the 2nd floor. So you can take the stairs up, you can take the elevator up, but there's a ton of food up there and we'll be up there all day, including breakfast food and very good coffee. So thank you for being here, and after the sessions, please feel free to go upstairs and grab yourself some breakfast and some coffee.
Thank you, Marty. Thank you for making this free to everybody, and we absolutely align education and just helping all our local entrepreneurs, and we're excited to be a part of this today. Okay, so if you're interested, again, we talked about, there's normally 2 presenters. We talked about the criteria earlier. If you wanted to sign up, you can go to 1millioncubs.com, Mishwaka, and register. There are several opportunities to be a part of it. You can be a coffee, snack, or breakfast sponsor. Volunteer to help set up coffee registration table. If you have a business and you're just not a fan of public speaking, this is a great opportunity to come in, see other people that are in the same situation as you are, but also be a part of it, be helpful, contribute, and just be a part of the community. You can join our social media team, sign up to present, be a 1 Million Cups coach, join the organizing team, and most importantly, laser pointer, that means it's important. You want to invite your friends, so bring all your friends. Okay, if you wouldn't mind, just silence your phones. I'm sure you guys have already done that. For the speakers that are coming up, we have upcoming community events. We have our 1-year anniversary party that is at the Lucky Gnome.
No.
Nope.
It's at the library.
It's at the well, good thing I got somebody here to help me. It's actually okay. So it's at the library and catered by the Lucky Gnome.
Yes.
There we go. I got it right now. All right, fantastic.
At 9:15, so don't come at 7:45.
I think the library opens till then.
We'll open on
Yeah. Okay, so join us in welcoming this week's presentations. We have Cindy Cohen and Felicia Shields Buchanan. Cindy, I'll welcome you up.
You want someone else to hold that? Okay, she's got it. She's live streaming it, so we want to make sure. Oh, great. Okay. I'm loaded. So let's see. Okay, great. Hey, thanks for coming. This is like so exciting. When Idea Week started, is Marty still here? I think it was in 2017. It was sort of on the west side. When? 2017. I was there. And I come every year. I think this is such an amazing event. It's been held all over town. And this is the first year that South Bend Elkhart Partnership is hosting this entire event. So it's very exciting for them. And I always thought, how great would it be if someday I was asked to be a speaker at Idea Week? And here we are. It's pretty amazing. So what we're going to do is kind of, the whole way we have this set up is how we would normally run a meeting in Mishwaka, which is where we hold it. So we always do an overview of what's going on in the country, and then kind of invite you to join us. And then the next thing that happens is we have a speaker. So I'm your first speaker for today. We normally have a resource speaker or entrepreneur speaker. Lucky you, you get both, both of those things. So what I want to do is share with you a little bit about the 1 Million Cup story, because I think it's great to understand where it all came from. So it actually first started with, I founded a nonprofit organization called Seed to Your Health Women's Initiative. Some of you may know it. And what we do is we help connect women entrepreneurs to mentors, role models, community resources to help grow their business, and confidence building activities. And we've been working on this project since 2018. We've been very successful. We've started a mentoring program for women. We do a lot of networking events in town. And I heard that Mishwaka was thinking about providing some support to the residents and business owners of Mishwaka. So in 2020, when did I do it? When did we do it? I think, 3 years ago, 2022? I went to Ken Prince, who's the economic development our director, and said, hey, what do you think about doing some sort of program for the businesses in Mishwaka? So he said, okay, well, bring me some ideas and we'll see what we do. So I started thinking about what we could do. We could maybe build on something that Seed to Your Health Women's Initiative is already doing, but I felt like Mishwaka would be a big project. So I started looking around for a partner, and I found Sonia Smith. Do you guys know Sonia Smith?
Yes.
Yes. And so she's great. She owns Wealth in Motion. She started that business in 2021. She's been a business coach for the city of South Bend small business suites, and people love her. She's doing a great job. And we complement each other. If you know us both, we work really well together. And she does more on the side of business coaching, and I do more on the side of mentoring, and you need both to have a successful business. So we created our partnership, and we went to the city of Mishwaka. During that same time, there was the McCluskey competition. Have you heard of that?
Yes.
Which is what we're having right now. And we said, hey, let's pitch for the McCluskey competition the thing that we want to do for Mishwaka. Maybe that they would like that. So that's what we did. Sonia was the lead, I was her co-lead, and we had a team. And we pitched Inspiring Business Institute, which include Mishwaka Business Institute. At the same time, in the same year, I pitched, and she co-pitched, for Senior Health Women's Initiative, the Women's Entrepreneur Residency Program. So with Inspiring Mishwaka, we won to the second round, which means that Notre Dame thinks it's a great idea and fundable. And Senior Health Women's Initiative Residency Project went to semifinals, which was very exciting, which meant they thought we had a good idea, it was fundable, and it could possibly win a big prize. And what we did is we did win a big prize. So the Better World Books that year was their 20th anniversary, and they were giving a big prize for the organization that was making the greatest social impact. And we won. It was so exciting. It was really great. So if you get a chance, be sure and visit the showcase for the, Idea Week, because for the McCluskey competition, because those ideas are really amazing. So what we started with was doing a survey. So we surveyed 101 people. I don't want to bore you with everything, but I just want to let you know kind of how it ranked out. So we did 101 companies, some in 70% in Mishwaka, 30% were somewhere else. And then the thing that came out the biggest was networking. Does that surprise you? That's the thing people want the most. 63% wanted marketing, 43% wanted coaching, and 39% wanted mentoring. So that's how we came to the idea of what maybe we should offer through the city of Mishwaka. So this is how it rolled out. What we thought would be great would be create a bridge by the major stakeholders in Mishwaka, which would be the city of Mishwaka, the Mishwaka Business Association, Inspire Mishwaka, Senior Health Women's Initiative, and Wealth in Motion Consulting. Sorry, I lost what I was going to say. So this is programmed with all of these partnerships with the city of Mishwaka being the lead would create the bridge for the business owners in the Mishwaka community. So this is how we got started. So a lot of people ask us, you doing okay? A lot of people ask us, I always think I'm going to run out of time because, I have a lot of words going on. So a lot of people ask us, like, why did you pick Mishwaka? Like, why is it there? So the reason why it's there, because of Mayor Dave. So Mayor Dave Wood said he thought that was a great idea. Ken Prince, who is the Director of Economic Development, thought it was a great idea. So that's where we are. And so this is the startup team. So myself and Sonia, we took us about a year to get it rolling, but we got it rolling. And then Mary Lou Stevens at that time was the Executive Director. Now we have a new one. Yay, she's going to be our next speaker. And then Stacy Black, if you know her, she's part of Michiana Rise and does a lot of networking in town. So that's how we got here. So you might want to say, well, what has 1 Million Cups done for us? Like, why do it? And this is why I think we should do it. Number one, I used to go to frequent a 1 Million Cups a lot. And I love the whole idea of getting the community together, creating some resources, connecting entrepreneurs to each other, and then connecting them to business resources too, and programs around town that can help you. I don't know about you, but for me, being an entrepreneur tends to be a little bit lonesome, a little bit isolating, a little bit, you get too into what you're doing and you don't see what's going on in the community, where a lot of times the help that you're looking for is in the community. 1 Million Cups has done a lot of research and this whole idea of getting entrepreneurs together. And what they have found is that when you get groups of people together, entrepreneurs or any group that's trying to grow itself, you create a situation where it sort of like reinforces itself. It's amazing. When we have our meetings, it's really miraculous, honestly. It's magical, it's creative, it's exciting. because we see entrepreneurs getting together or people who are thinking about making a business who hasn't taken that step. And after the meetings, they're all talking and networking and helping each other. And after the meeting is over, they're getting together to create new projects that are happening because they met at 1 Million Cups. We see interacting with banks increasing like 20-fold. We have more people signing up for programs around town and utilizing the resources that they didn't even know we had. So let's talk about how we're doing. You gotta celebrate, right? So we started the official launch in January 2024, and we had meetings every other week until April. Was anybody there for those? We had quite a few. Great, you stayed with us. That's amazing. Because we felt like, what is 1 Million Cups anyways? Why should I be part of it? It gave us a chance to kind of talk about what we expected to have happen and how the benefit we thought it would bring to the community. So then, this time last year, we had our very first launch. These were the people that were at our first launch. We had 45 people attend. It was really amazing. Then, after we looked at how we're actually doing. So if you look over here, I could maybe do the pointer. Oops, maybe not. Let's try not. Anyways, this is kind of how we've been doing. So we looked at the statistics from April to March, okay, so the end of March. And so far, we've had 953 people attend. So I think that's really a good portion of the community. People are attending from all over. So we have people from Elkhart, Plymouth, Niles, South Bend, Mishwaka, Goshen. We have people from Goshen coming. So it's from all around. We've had 64 presentations. It's really amazing. So 64 entrepreneurs that have presented, who many of them have never stood up in front of a crowd before, or even 3 people, and they've never presented their business or business idea. Some of them never knew how to do a PowerPoint before they got up in front of the group, and you don't have to have a PowerPoint, but if you want to learn how to do one, we'll help you do that. So we had 7 resources. So what would be a resource? Might be Idea Week. Marty came. We had South Bend Adversity Entrepreneur Program. There we go. Common Speed, Dr. Morris. We've had banks come and speak with us. Scores come to speak. So a lot of what we would call resources have come and presented. So those are resources. We had 4 seminars. The Mishwaka Business Association, Felicia Buchanan, who's here, she presents seminars pretty much every month on how to grow your business, where to find funding, different ideas, what Mishwaka Business Association can do to help grow your business. So those have been really great. And we had 2 mini workshops. So sometimes we have people don't come because, people don't come sometimes. So we have plan B already ready. So one of our plan Bs is Ryan right here from Ryan Business and Coaching. And he did 2 mini workshops for us. And then we also have other fun speed networking type events or get to know you or connections so that we make use of that whole hour that we use. So this is what you do next. So your to-do list in case you don't know what to do. Everyone who meets with me always says, every time I leave you, I have a to-do list. So I don't want you to be any different. We're friends, right? So I want you to have your to-do list too. So you can scan that QR code and it'll take you to our email list. Or as you walk out, there's a sign-up sheet where you can sign up to speak or be on the email list. And we're not going to assign you to speak. We could just sign up and then we'll call and talk to you to see when you might be ready. And then also there's additional information out there for you. You can leave your business card and it'll be part of a drawing. Everyone who speaks gets a cute little mug or a travel mug. So maybe you'll win one of those if you put your card in there. We have a very busy Facebook page. All the presentations that we do are all up on the Facebook page. So it's 1 Million Cups Mishwaka. So 1 Million Cups Mishwaka business page. And this presentation is now being live streamed into that. And then also we live stream the speakers when we can into that page. And we also have this PowerPoint presentation up there right now for you to see. So our next speaker is Felicia Seals. So let's call her on up and she'll be our entrepreneur speaker for today.
Good morning, everyone. As you've heard a couple of times, I'm Felicia Seals Buchanan, the Executive Director of the Mishwaka Business Association. So today my presentation is going to be an example of what you would see at a typical 1 Million Cups meeting. It's going to be an entrepreneur presenting their business, and at the end, talking about what the community can do to help my business. So, I am not only the Executive Director of the Mishwaka Business Association, I'm also an entrepreneur, and my business is called GW Solutions. So before I talk about my business, I want to tell you a little bit about myself, because every entrepreneur is a real person, and to do business with people is great to connect on that personal level. So I am, number one, most important to me, the mother of 4 sons. They are adults, but if you're a mom, or you always know no matter how big they get, they're always your babies. I'm also a wife of 29 years. I'm a chemical engineer by degree, graduated from Michigan State University, worked for the EPA. Thank you. Worked for the EPA, Amoco Oil Company. Maybe it's telling you how old I am, but in 1997, that's when I graduated. I've also been a teacher. I taught algebra, physics, and geometry in high school. I've been a software trainer, tax preparer, an athlete, played volleyball at Michigan State, and a serial entrepreneur. I've owned several businesses. And right now, I have settled on a grant writer. And one of the reasons why is because I believe that in grant writing encompasses a lot of who I am. I get to teach. I get to talk to new business owners all the way down from children, encouraging them to start their own business, to seniors. No matter how old you are, how young you are, everyone can participate in running your own business. So that's kind of, a lot of people say, how did you end up there? It actually was a natural course, and it fits all of me. But why GW Solutions? So I started GW Solutions because my pastor of my church asked me to write a grant for a summer day camp that she wanted to start. And I had never done that before. I'm an engineer by degree. But one thing that engineering did teach me is I could do anything that I put my mind to. So I was like, sure, I'll write this grant. And we won it. And that program started back in 2025, is still running today. So, whenever you start something new, you can, run off the seat of your pants, or you can go and get training and learn how to do it. So that's what I did. Once word got out that, someone is willing to write grants and people start asking me to do it, I decided to go and get training, learn how to do it, and that was 20 years ago. So I left teaching in 2026 to kind of focus on GW Solutions a little bit more, but every time I start, I get recruited away to be some organization's full-time grant writer. So that's what I did, went full-time in 2021 when I moved here to Indiana, and now I'm 100% GW Solutions in conjunction with my executive director position. So I believe in education, learning about new things, and I believe that if we empower people with the tools and the resources that they need, that every entrepreneur can be successful. So what is the problem that GW Solution is looking at to solve? So a lot of times in communities, when there are issues, when people need funding, a lot of time outsiders come in and try to solve that problem. But I believe that the solutions to community problems are best addressed by the people who are living and working there. And I believe if we give those people the resources, they can create the solutions to the problems and thrive at the same time. So my goal is to get the resources into the hands of the people who are actually out doing the work in communities. So what do? I seek, I give people, I always say, give you confidence and competence to find the funding that you need to make your business successful. So how does that work? We look out and try to find funding that matches your organization. We help you compose requests that are accurate and engaging. We utilize, I want to say efficiency to, oh, typo. I'm an engineer, don't forget. We utilize efficiency so that you use synergy, you use the resources, partners, and collaborations to make change within your own business, but also in your community. And we elevate the success of your programming. Just the very act of grant writing helps you think through processes and programs. And just even participation helps your business and organization grow. But again, what I'm trying to do here is put power and resources in the hands of the people that are right on the ground doing work in the community. So what do some of my clients say? After one class, I was able to write my first grant and receive $50,000. That was a medical program director. Since our partnership, we've received at least 75% of grants that we apply for. And if you've ever applied for a grant, you know that's a very, very high number. I learned more than I expected to do during my grant writing class. A mental health business owner working with GW Solutions has brought in nearly $100,000 for our organization. A youth program director. And this grant writing workshop gave me valuable insights into the actual grant writing process, and I have confidence to write grant proposals from a mentoring program. And again, that was one of my goals, is to give confidence and competence in finding and securing funding. So a little bit more about my business. I want to tell you about a few of my milestones. One of the things that I started off just writing grants for organizations, but I found out that could be very expensive, paying someone to write a grant for you every time you needed a grant. What would be more helpful to these organizations is to teach them the process. And so I added a training component in 2015. Went full-time in 2022 when I moved here, during COVID. So many people decided to start their own business. I was one of them, just decided to go full-time while I'm at home anyway. I really invested in marketing in 2023, and it really made a big difference in my business. Made the revenue shoot up. And I always tell people, if you don't know where your next client is coming from, you're not out there marketing enough. So if you have not made a commitment to networking and marketing, please do that. So, but what are my barriers to my business? So, number one is finding my clients. So a lot of people want help, they want support, but what I found trying to help everybody is that everybody is not ready. Some people need to get their structures in place, their finances in place, even their staff, whatever they need in place. And until they do that, they're not ready to actually pursue funding. So instead of trying to help everyone, it will be in my best interest to find the clients that are actually ready for my services so I can put my effort in the right places and have the best return for my own business. And also a focused marketing strategy to really refine my message, because my message was casting too broad of a net, pulling in too many clients that weren't adding to my own business. So I had to, if I'm looking for my clients, I had to really refine my marketing message. And then because I was having success with my marketing and networking, I feel like it's about time for me to hire. And if you have no experience, that could be a little bit scary process. So reach out for help to find out how to hire the best person for my business. So in the next 3 to 6 months, I'll be working to build my network to over 1,000 contacts. So how do you do that? Stuff like this. I hope that when you leave here, you're going to collect business cards and add to your own network so that you can build your own client list. I work with clients to leverage their funding opportunities. So if you win one grant, you're more likely to win the next one. So I want those repeat customers, the ones that I've had the success with, to come back and to experience even more success. Build passive income streams. I don't want to work harder, I want to work smarter. Put a teaching platform up and get my trainings on recorded so that I can sell those and not have to add to my workload, but have my previous experience working for me. And I have a mentor that lives in Tennessee that we've been working together for a couple of years that I've never actually met in person. It's funny now, the Zoom age. So that's one of the things I really want to do, is get to Tennessee and meet my mentor in person. Again, some of the things I already talked about is putting my my information on teaching platforms, create an app for my service, and then one of the things that I've already done is rebuild my website and integrate it with my online store. So already working to get some of these done. Some of my goals is to double my annual income. And you might know, as a small business, you know, doubling your income is not that, you know, big of a goal when you're first starting out, but it's definitely attainable, especially when you focus on building that network up to 1,000. When you start off at 250 and you get 1,000 contacts with consistency and effort, I believe I can double my income. Again, shaking hands with 1,000 people, win 5-figure contracts. A lot of times I get 4-figure contracts on there. Now I want to move up to the next level and start working with larger organizations. Working on my marketing strategy, and again, hiring is up next on the list. So what would I ask of you, of the audience, how you could help me out with GW Solutions? Number one, you can find me on YouTube and subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can look me up by my name, Felicia Seals Buchanan, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Now, why would you want to do that? My YouTube channel consists of grant notices, in part where I just tell you about small business grants that are open and available for you to try to pursue on your own. Free information, open to anyone. All you have to do is subscribe to the YouTube channel. Like me on Facebook, again, valuable information shared there free of charge. Tell your friends and peers, anybody who you would think will be interested in grants. And it's not just grants, it's also scholarships. That's just a personal grant. And also sponsorships, if you do things that you could use sponsors for. All of those will fall under the same category. If you have an organization that works with businesses or individuals that are entrepreneurial minded, I could present to them, tell them about funding opportunities, and tell them how to search for and access them. So if you have a person who you think would be interested, provide an introduction. I love to meet and talk to people, and it's no pressure. You know, could just hand them some information that could be valuable for them in the future. And if you are inclined to participate in a GW Solution event, tune in. Sometimes they are online, and you can see that on my Facebook page or YouTube channel. And if you have any insights to software or tools, like I said, I wanted to get an app developed. If you know someone who can help with that, I would love that information also. And this is the place in the presentation where I ask if there are any questions from the audience about my business. Go right ahead.
What do you consider to be a client who is ready?